Hello guys, hello everybody. As you saw on the title, we bought a mobile home. Yes, a manufactured home. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Do I have a lot to say about that? Let's start from the beginning. So we got a mobile home for our land, a mobile manufactured home for our land. We're going to be placing it on our land, and I'm so excited for that because going through this process, I actually explored an avenue that I had no idea about. Before coming to America and before really actually started looking into this housing issue, I had no idea about manufactured homes or mobile homes or whatnot. I mean, the only small idea that I had about them were just from movies, and they always look like trashy movies. Like it was always like trailer park kind of things, and that was my whole idea about manufactured homes. But when I got here and we got our land, and we're still looking into housing and like how to get a house onto the land, we looked at a building there, and we talked to a couple of builders, like companies that build houses for you and you pay mortgages on those houses. One of the things that made us not to go that route was the timeline, because we have just a 6 months lease on this house. We didn't want to take a long-term lease because personally, as a town, I believe paying rent for a place for a long time is just wasting money. I'd rather put the money towards something that can build me equity. So we didn't want to take a long lease since we had already bought a land. We wanted something that was going to be quick and we could get into our land quicker. And so we're still looking in. So when we looked at people building us or looking at companies that could build us a house, the timelines did not match because we are sticking to the fact that we have to live here in 6 months. This is when I came across mobile homes and I started looking into it. Prior to this, I had no idea about them. But when I started looking into it, because I am a researcher, if you know me or those who know me that if I'm looking into something, I do my detailed research about the thing. And when I got into it and I did a lot of research, I realized that wow, mobile homes were actually a little bit cheaper. There are some that are really pricey, like some are really up there, but they are really like well priced, and the build time is not as fast. And us having the intention of eventually building our dream home on our land was the way to go, because now we had a shorter time span of getting a home, and in that way we can actually bring our kids here quicker. Because the idea for us, why we're doing all this, is to get a home, get situated, and bring our kids over. So when I started looking into mobile homes, I really liked the idea. I was like, wow, this is something I could really get into. And we did look. Let me show you some of them. Like some of them are still in the cars. All these papers like are plans, different homes, you know, like just like we looked like I have to look at, like I'm somebody that when I want to do something, I need to make sure that what I'm doing I'm sure of, and I have all the information about that. And we looked. I made sure we looked. We looked a lot, and their mobile homes have come like a really long way. They are really nice and they are really priced. When we started looking, we had the general idea that we wanted a home for around 200K, because looking at, after having done some research online and after having seen some houses online, the houses that were good, the number of bedrooms that we wanted, the number of bathrooms, those houses were priced from around 150 to 200, depending on the finishes that we wanted. Personally, I wanted like textured walls, like this regular kind of walls, tape and texture. I wanted at least 4 bedrooms, and I wanted at least 2 bathrooms. I wanted a like big kitchen, because all the kids that I'm having come over, I wanted a big communal space for us. And I also, what else did I want? What else was on my wish list? Oh, I wanted like a sliding door to the back that we could put like a deck. So those were like my wish list, things on my wish list that I wanted, and that is what we took out there to add the houses. And when we got out there, we saw a couple of them. They were beautiful. I put all the houses that we saw in here. They were beautiful. We saw like really good houses, well built. The prices were around the 200,000 range, and I liked a couple of them, and we almost wanted to go with one. But then when we came back and we realized, okay, we needed to do land prep, we needed to do septic, we needed to do well, we needed to do foundations and everything, and we had a budget of 200,000 francs. Now, if we're looking at a house that was already priced at 180, 190, upwards of 200, that was already crushing our budget. So we didn't have any more wiggle room in the budget to build, to fix up the land, to clear it, and to put in the septic and everything. And so that is when we changed our strategy. It was like, okay, now I told myself, because I know I'm the guilty one, my husband doesn't really care, but I was like, okay, now I need to calm down a little bit. Okay, I need to let go of some of these things, of some of those high-end houses that I was seeing and I was falling in love, because some of them are really good. Like if you start going to these lots where they sell mobile homes, you will get confused. So gosh, the houses are beautiful, well placed. Like, oh my god, just thinking about it. But anyway, so that's when we decided. So we dropped our house, the price now for the house itself we dropped it to 150,000.
Choosing the right mobile home was no easy task. We visited dealerships, asked a million of questions, and toured so many different models. And I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you right here, right now. I had no idea about mobile homes before starting this process. I have never, ever thought about like staying in a mobile home or even buying a mobile home before coming to America. But when I started this journey, I realized a lot and I learned a lot, like visiting all these lots and seeing double whites, single whites, you name it. Some were very beautiful, like this one you're watching. It was my favorite. I loved this house so much. It had everything that I wanted. It had the 4 bedrooms, it had the extra living area, it had a beautiful like laundry area. It was so gorgeous. And when I saw this house, it was my first choice. Like, I could not stop talking about it. I could not stop thinking about it. And I told my husband, we have to go back and look at this house. And we looked at this house like 3 other times. But what made us not take this one is just the price. The price was like way above what we were going for. This one was really beautiful, but it did not really fit our needs. It had like 3 bedrooms and it was like really small, and it did not have the back door to the outside, and I did not like this one. But every other thing, like, it was so beautiful. And this was a close second. Like, oh my god, if this one had a 4th bedroom, I would take this one for sure. It had everything that I wanted. It had like the second living space. The bathroom was like gorgeous. It had like the standalone tub that I really liked. But then the shower, it was not like a tile shower, so I did not really like the vibe of that. And then also it lacked a 4th bedroom, and I really wanted a 4th bedroom because we're having like 5 kids come over. We need that space. We need that extra space for all of those kids. I don't want them coming in and cramming on top of each other. So I really needed that extra 4th bedroom because I'm like 5 kids in like 2 bedrooms. I don't think that's going to fit very beautifully. So this one was everything. It was nice. It was like well put together, but it lacked the extra bedroom. You see this one? We almost took this one. It had it like, oh my god, just check out the bathroom. The standalone tub facing the double windows, like it's everything. Like, just imagine yourself in that tub in the middle of the forest, like just taking a cool hot shower. I mean, I love this, but also it also lacked the 4th bedroom. Like, 4th bedroom was my thing. I was not going to give up on that because, again, I want my children to have enough space to grow in these spaces. I have like 2 big girls and 3 boys, so I needed the extra space. So I was like stuck on the fact that I needed an extra bedroom. Like, I needed a 4th bedroom. Like, all these houses I was seeing, they were all beautiful. They were so gorgeous, but they all lacked the 4th bedroom. So the thing that made us choose the one that we finally chose was just the 4th bedroom and the 3rd bathroom, because all these ones had 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. But the house that we finally chose had 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and so that was like the winning factor. But all the other houses were so beautiful. I just had to slide this one in here. Now, we didn't buy this house, but it was my favorite house of all the houses we saw. This house was beautiful. It had the 4 bedrooms, it had the 3 bathrooms. It was well placed. It had everything that I would want. Like, oh my god, like, it had granite countertops. It had the sliding doors in the back. It had everything, and it even had like a very big double closet. Like, what? But then again, this one was a little bit overpriced. Like, it was priced way above our budget. So yep, even though I loved it so much, we couldn't get this because, like, check out that shower. That shower, like, oh my god, it's tiled. It has the tub. It had everything that I loved in a house. But then, yeah, these are some of the things that you have to give up. Like, the price was a little bit, like, not a little bit, it was way above our budget. So, yeah, this was one of the ones that I had to be like, the one that got away. But I just had to put it in here, like, yeah. But after a lot of searching, we finally found the one that was just right for us. Like, both in our budget and in our vision for the future. Like, it was just perfect.
I know you all have been wondering about the cost of all this. So let me give like a breakdown of everything. The house itself, the house that we got, it cost us $167,000 for the house itself, the delivery, and the setup, and the skirting. Like, they put like some form of covering around, skirting around the downer part of it. I don't know the terminology yet. That is included in the whole price. Then for the land prep, we have the land cleared. Clearing of the land is what took us the most money. It cost us upwards of like 15,000 francs just to clear the land area that we're going to put the house in. Like also we need septic. So the septic itself cost us 9,000 francs, and the water well is going to cost us 10,000 francs for all those things. So all together we're coming up to $205,000 for the whole house and the setup. Now the house is not here.
The mobile home isn't here yet. It's still on its way. But right now, we're in the process of preparing the land. We've been clearing it, leveling it, making sure the space is ready for delivery. And every time we walk this land, I mean, it just gives me so much joy just to picture that my kids will be here very soon, running around this area, laughing and playing here, and just having the time of their life. I mean, this is what keeps me going. It gives me joy knowing that this is my future. This is my family's future.
For us, a home is not just a place to live. It's a promise. A promise that we're building something for our kids, something tangible. We're planting down foundations for them, giving them the chance of probably generational wealth through this land, through this process, to know that all the sacrifices we're making now will one day pay off in their future. So yes, we may have started from nothing, from like ground zero, but it gives us such joy to know that we're building something beautiful, one brick at a time, from nothing to something, like taking a raw land and transforming it into something beautiful. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for more on this journey. On the next video, we're going to be showing you the land prep and everything we're doing to make sure that the land is ready for when the house will be delivered. Thanks for being here today, and we will see you on the next one.